DJ SPEED. Brother. Where was you born and raised, brother?
Compton, California.
Born and raised.
Oh, yep.
That's where you got your feet wet.
Yep.
6 houses down from Dre.
Seven. Seven houses from Dre. 2 blocks from EAZE, 3 blocks from Ren. We could walk to everybody's house easily.
Take me to the time period when all y'all was coming up and noticed that all you guys had talent. Like, take me to that moment right there.
I mean, me becoming a DJ was because of watching Dre and High Power Productions every day in the garage practicing. That just kind of like, it was just something that kind of like caught my eye, and I was just like, I want to do that. I was a little dude, so they kind of laughed it off, but...
okay, you can't whiz past that history, Speed. That's why they call you Speed, because you move it. You got to go in high powered. That's before a world-class wrecking crew.
Yeah, well, I think it was kind of around the same time. Well, yeah, it probably was right before World Class Wrecking Crew. But yeah, it was.
So they had a name.
Yeah, they had the little High Power Productions, and it was Dre. I forgot who else was in there, but there'd be like a few dudes up in the garage. They was practicing every day.
And that was basically they were focused on DJing at that time.
Yeah, it was just strictly DJing. It was all. That was when Dre had them skills. I mean, he still got the skills, but he was a real DJ, just like But nah, just watching them, and then I grew up with Ren. Like I've been going to school with Ren since probably around 3rd grade. So just like that whole, I knew who EAZE was, but I didn't really actually know him until Ren introduced me to him, and that's when we kind of clicked, and that's how the whole being a part of Ruthless came about.
Okay, so you was watching Dre then.
Yeah. That's just like the dude, like he was just that dude. You was watching me, but man, I want to do that. It just looked interesting the way he did it.
Who else was DJing in that garage or around Dre at that time as part of that crew?
I can't remember who else was in the crew, but it was a few dudes up in there. But it was always at least 10 people up in the garage all DJing.
Tell us a little bit about the records that was getting played.
Oh, they was playing all the what was hot back then. You had the everybody back then was kind of like trying to be the little turntablist, so they had the It's Times and the Clears, and it was a lot of New York stuff because we didn't really have that much out here as opposed to like New York hip hop. They had the LLs, the Run DMCs already, so but just I don't know, they was playing everything that was kind of hot back then for a DJ. They was playing it.
Okay, so did the turntables call you, or did you gravitate towards the turntables? Was it blessed upon you? Like, when did you touch them? When did you say, okay,
I think a little bit.
Do this?
Maybe I was probably around 13, and then I linked up with my boy. He lived literally kind of across the street from where Dre lived, and we had they had this stereo, then they had a turntable. So we started off to get away, the little mixer, but then I kind of came up a little bit, got some two matching turntables in the mixer, and it just I don't know. I think music just. It seemed like music has always been in me. Like
so you start off with real turntable? You didn't start off with the pencil in the middle?
No.
No, you don't remember that.
We did the 2 tape decks too.
Okay.
Everybody, you can't even be a real DJ from back then without doing the 2 tape decks. And some people had 3. They tried to get advanced, But
all right.
That's the real DJ back then. It wasn't like now.
Here it is, Speed. All right, now you on the turntables. Do you remember the first record you scratched? Which records were they? That you put on the turntables for the first time?
I think Run DMC, probably like My Adidas or something.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Was you DJ SPEED back then?
Nah, what was I? I forgot what I was back then. Oh, I was just like super dope Speed.
Super dope Speed?
It wasn't DJ, it was just super dope. Like even if you look on the back of, if you look on the EAZE Does It album cover, probably got to get the magnifying glass, but if you look at it, Ice Cube was wearing my jacket that said super dope Speed on it. So that's who I was at first, and I just dropped the super dope and just put DJ.
Okay. So yes. So what artists were you buying? Like what records was you buying like after Run DMC?
LL, like Rock the Bells is probably still to this day like my favorite all time like record. Like,
you still cut that one?
Yeah, like doubles. It was just a record that I really liked a lot. Like Rock the Bells. I was more into like the It's Times and the Clears, R9s. What was
Twilight 22?
Yeah, that's what I was just about. Twilight 22. All of that stuff, and a lot of Egyptian lover stuff. That's for sure. Like all the
Indeed.
LA Dream Team.
So how did Uncle Jam's Army affect you?
Honestly, I didn't really know a whole lot about them. I just knew the Uncle Jam's Army and all, and I knew they was kind of like. I know High Power Production was trying to be like Uncle Jam's Army. I didn't really like learn a lot about them until like going on, but then when I did, I was like, oh shit.
They were on the other part of town.
Yeah, they was on the they was in L.A. and all that. But once I did find out about them, and man, Uncle Jam's Army, that was the lick.
Okay. So when did you arrive?
Huh?
When did DJ Speed arrive?
As far
That
as
moment, like when you got your name, you rocking parties on your own, like your name's on the flyer.
I did well. Basically, I used to just
Matter of fact, just take me to the first party you did. Was it a house party or was it a club? Would you
a
rock?
club in Long Beach, and that's the same night I met Joe Cooley. Like I did a club in Long Beach, met Joe Cooley. We kind of talked. And I was like, yeah, I'm from Compton too. He's like, oh, I live in Mayo, blah blah. We kind of clicked. That's basically Dre was the person that kind of got me into wanting to be a DJ, but Joe Cooley is the dude that pretty much mentored me all through the whole process and taught me how to be a DJ, how all this stuff. So I give a lot of credit to Joe. But yeah, I met him in Long Beach at a club I was doing, and then from that we just kind of clicked, and I went from being like a dude that was just kind of doing whatever to kind of having like a format of like how to be a DJ, like not just be up there trying to scratch all day and whatever. But yeah, Joe is pretty much my mentor. So
Now, please, let's go more into Joe Cooley. Tell our listeners the impact Joe Cooley had on the scratching game in Los Angeles.
It makes me kind of mad because I see the whole state of hip hop now and all these DJs, but to not really pay the homage to him. I mean, just pretty much all of those dudes, really. But Joe is just a dude that was just, man. To watch him DJ was just like amazing. Like this is just something I've never experienced. You know, I've seen the Jam Master Jays and everybody on TV, but I'm sitting there at Joe Cooley's room watching him do his thing, and this is just him practicing. And him practicing was like basically better than almost everybody out there.
Check this out, Cuddy Mac. I was there. My first trip to New York.
The DMC when he got cheated.
Get up, finger wave, catch sand. He got
They
the
couldn't
finger wave.
understand it.
Who
They
is
couldn't
this
understand
Bama?
They couldn't understand.
After he put it down, couldn't say nothing.
Couldn't say a word. You could
Got it. Nothing but love.
Never
Shut
judge
it
a book
down.
by its cover. You can't never look at the dude.
Lit him up.
That was just the thing that was in him and his cousin had the finger wave. They did that thing, but when it came to turntablists,
Shut him down. They couldn't say nothing.
The whole Mixmaster clique was just all of those dudes were incredible, and they still are. They still do it, but it just like those dudes. And I don't take anything away from New York DJs, but when it comes to like the DJs we had back then, they would serve anybody.
Okay, wait. I want to get back to the DJ Speed story a little bit and how the Ruthless thing started, though. Let's. Okay, so Joe Cooley's mentoring you. You know, up the street from Dre. Ren introduces you to EAZY.
Yeah, it was random too. It was just like one day it was like, hey, I'm gonna take you around and meet EAZY. I'm like, okay, and met Eric, and we just kind of clicked like right then. He gave me my first pair of 1200s the day I met him. Like, take these home and practice. And
Eric did.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And when
I'm walking down Greenleaf with two 1200s under my arm, like hoping somebody don't drive by, be like, hey, give me those.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So you were at EAZY's house?
Yeah, we were at the house on Muriel.
Wow, and that's where he gave you those turntables.
Yeah, and that's pretty much where NWA was born. Like in that garage.
Right.
Still
where
there.
baby EAZY lives now.
Yeah.
Right, E3. Wow. Okay, that's incredible. So tell us anything else you want to tell us about that first time you met EAZY? Besides, he gave you the turntables and you had to walk home and hope you didn't get jacked. That's a hell of a story.
That was a amazing story.
Yeah.
I mean, back then, like I said, where we lived, it didn't look bad, but you had that element. That element was everywhere, like just like it is anywhere else. But yeah, no, just meeting him it was kind of crazy because you always heard about this dude, but I never had met him. Meeting him, I was like, damn, that's a cool ass dude, and we just kind of clicked, and it was just our little thing was born right then. And I'm always indebted to Ren for that. I always tell him.
You got some very generous cats out there. EAZY and King T is like that.
Yeah, King T is
so generous, man.
And people, it's funny because people don't really know. Like a lot of people ask me questions about EAZY because I mean the movie covered a lot, but it didn't cover like how Eric really was, and people just don't know. Like he was a real cool dude. He was real charitable. He did a lot of charity events. He was a real giving person. Like people just know him from the Boys in the Hood, and they just but. He was way more than Boys in the Hood.
Definitely.
Like way more.
Definitely.
So, tell us about some of your memories with Easy, or while you're on that, some of your fondest memories, or anything like
I
that.
mean, just being around the dude, it was just like it was pretty much always comedy. It was always something. If everybody was together, it was always something going on, and he was just pretty much the comedian of the whole group because he liked messing with people. But like I said, at the same time, Easy was probably the coolest person that you could ever meet. Like super giving.
So you get on the explain to us how um, you went from just kind of learning to DJ, and you knew Ren introduced you to Easy. He gave you two turntables, and then how did that escalate into you going on tour and everything? How far, much, and you're
It
still in
wasn't
high,
even.
and wait, and you're still in high school at that
Yeah.
time, right? How old are you when you met Easy then?
Kind of old. I don't never tell nobody my age. So
Right.
I was in high school. I was
You
a
were in high
kid.
school. Okay, okay, you were in high school.
But
All
no,
right.
it was all of that. Well, it didn't. Things started happening pretty much like right after that. Kind of like the NWA was already pretty much being put together. Then when JJ Fad came into the picture, he wanted me to DJ for them, and I did for a little while, but we just kind of didn't click.